One strong backer of clean tech is Vinod Khosla of Khosla Ventures. I asked him if he agreed with Thiel that clean tech wasn't as promising as once thought.
Absolutely wrong. So I don't know what Peter Thiel was talking about, but he doesn't have our data. In the last year alone, in 3 IPOs, Gevo, Amyris, and Kia, we've generated over $1 billion in profits, well over $1 billion in profits for our fund. Now, that's not small returns on probably way less than 100 million in investments, way less than that. That was pretty good. When you get 10, 20 times your money, those are pretty good returns, and they make the returns on the whole fund phenomenal. So I completely disagree with this notion. The people who are investing in the stuff, sort of the herd instinct of investing in everything everybody else is investing in, may not result in good clean tech investments. But if you're doing fundamental technology innovation from the ground up in all sorts of new areas, then in fact there's huge opportunity.
Multiple solar companies have gone into bankruptcy. What's your view on that? Is that a warning sign?
It's not a warning sign. It's a natural course of business. Look, when 10 companies are developing a technology, 8 of them are going to fail because they won't have the best technology. The world of business is very Darwinian. Only the best companies survive. So if you look at it, if you look in the 80s, out of 10,000 PC companies, 10 became awesome. More companies were lost than made money, but more money was made than was lost because the few ended up with $100 billion market caps. Same thing happened in the internet. Everybody talks about the internet bubble in the late 90s. The fact is, when I was in my previous firm, we invested in Google. $100 billion outcome, market cap, changes the whole thing. So the key about technology investing is there's a lot of losers and a lot of money made on winners. And solar is exactly like that.
Now, we talk a lot about investing in consumer technology, consumer-facing technology companies. Is innovation happening disproportionately in that area, or is that just what gets all of the attention?
Well, innovation, a lot more innovation is happening in the consumer area because the cost of experimentation is so low. You know, a 20-year-old in college can start a company, run off web infrastructure from Amazon, put together a bunch of open source libraries into a new website. So probably on their personal credit card with a $5,000 credit limit, they can start a company. If they get something going, they can get angel funding and funding from people like us.
Now, talking about consumer-facing companies, you're an investor in Square, which is run by Twitter co-founder Jack Dorsey. He, a few months ago, went back to work at Twitter full-time. Does it concern you that one of your star CEOs is spreading his time across 2 fast-growing, very demanding companies?
Look, Jack is doing product at Twitter. He's doing a great job at Square. Square is one of the most exciting, rapidly growing companies, and he's doing a phenomenal job, and more importantly, he's built a phenomenal team there. Am I concerned? No. Square's doing amazingly well, and I know Jack's in love with the idea.
Talking about social, you were an investor in Slide, which Google recently shut down, also an investor in Meebo, Rockmelt. Where do you see social going? Is there room for another social network, or are we beyond that now?
No, there's way more room in social than you might imagine. So, social 1.0, the Facebooks and Google Circles and Twitter, absolutely will be around for a long time. But there are versions of social. So there's these broad specialty magazines, if you look at the magazine world, and then all the specialty magazines. Motorcycles, still growing category in magazines. There are going to be so many new Gen 2 social web companies it's far from started.
You've said in the past that you're looking for black swan ideas that have a high chance of failure, but if they succeed, they could change the world. Now, we know these days companies are cheaper to start than ever. There are more startups out there than ever. But how many black swans are you seeing?
A lot. So I like to say my willingness to fail gives me the ability to succeed. I also like to say I don't mind failure, but if I succeed, it better be worth succeeding at. So I like this idea of tail risk, very much Nassim Taleb's thesis around the black swan, and investing in things that have the potential to be explosive. What Jawbone is doing with the up band, the health band, health is one of these categories. What Jack is doing at Square, explosive categories. What Lookout is doing with mobile security. If you don't have Lookout on your mobile phone, you should get one, because it's the dominant mobile security solution. Those are great ideas.
Khosla added that this is a winner-take-all economy. It's only natural, he said, that a single great idea will succeed and succeed big, but that many other ideas will fail at the same time.